Don't forget to take out your trash cans.
Hey folks, welcome back to Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. This is We All Gon' Die Wednesday. You've come to the right place, folks. You've come to the right place.
Air raid siren. There can be none of that. None of it. None of it. And poof. Fucking bombs everywhere. Poof. Fucking people getting gunned down in the streets. Fucking citizens have had enough of your shit. Revolution's coming. Revolution's coming. We're fucking done. Revolution's coming. Tell us to take it on the chin. Not likely. You're gonna fucking take it on the chin. When the revolution comes, no sirens, no bells, no fucking whistles. It's just gonna fucking arrive like the morning. Better prep the fuck up. Peace.
Welcome to the one,
the only
We
All
Gon'
Die
Wednesday! Welcome back, baby! Welcome back. It's We All Gon' Die Wednesday, and we are so glad to have everybody here today. And there's so much going on in the world that is going to take you out today.
Gonna die. And it's gonna be today. Statistically, it has to work out.
It's a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday, right? That's the
middle of the week.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Terry Johnson, what's happening? Hunter, and what's happening? Pure Bloods, Militant Farmer, Uncle Charlie in the house, Stray Kitten, Jay Creature. What's going on? What's going on?
So many things.
Yes.
Going.
This is the one.
On. Made me go Shatner on you.
The only We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is it. We're come to the right place.
And the reason we do this is maybe up in the air, and I'm about to clarify.
Okay. Lay it out for me.
This is not fear porn. This is not trying to get headlines. We're showing you the reasons why, like in the bigger strategic picture, that our prepping and survival mindset is important. What your way of life hinges on or will be the topics we're going to talk about here, and how these so seemingly faraway events and things could actually really affect you. That's why we do this, as well as to just kind of throw some hate sometimes, get some things off our chest. And here we go. We're all gonna die.
Wednesday, baby. We're back. So, what shall we start with first?
Man, top story tonight has got to be.
What do you think?
Two volcanoes erupt simultaneously in Ohio.
Absolutely.
In Ohio.
We talked about this last night, that the volcano in the Big Island of Hawaii was going off. And it was something to keep an eye on, right? And I was like, hey, man, isn't that right next to another, giant volcano? And you're like, well, yeah, Kilauea's right there. So it's all on the one big island. So basically the island is just one giant volcano that has two different names, right?
is
a volcano, right? So now Kilauea is going off, as well as, what is it, Mauna Loa is the big one, right?
Mauna Loa for sure.
Mauna Loa is going off, and Kilauea is rumbling, so to speak.
I mean, at this point, if you would call this an emergency or something, I mean, the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park remains open, but visitors are urged to check the park website. So, I mean,
if you're going to Hawaii anytime soon,
we got some first world problems going on there.
Pay attention. Pay attention in Hawaii, guys. And be on the lookout all along that ring of fire. When one of these things goes off, everything kind of moves around under the earth, and they could pop up anywhere. So keep an eye on volcanoes. That's definitely...
If you live in an area prone to them,
that could take you out on a Wednesday for sure.
I like to think that the science is at least somewhat understanding how they work, and you're either in a zone. You're in a zone when you're talking one of these super volcano things. If you're in an immediate zone of one, especially in Europe, like Naples, Italy, I believe it is.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like very close, like on the banks of a volcano, as well as like the area. Even Mount Vesuvius has been built up again.
It's scary.
If one of these things decides to blow again,
Jake Creature says all volcanoes contain chuds. You got to watch out for those chuds.
If you live in an area that has them, I mean, it's a thing to watch out for. Even if the science thinks it's dormant,
the chuds.
And the chuds.
Oh no, the volcano. Okay.
Enough about the chuds.
Patty S, how are you? Good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll move along. So super volcanoes, right? Okay, are one thing. Those are civilization busters, at least like a massive general region. Right?
Yeah.
So like Yellowstone goes off, like the Midwest with like
I guess the buried volcanoes are the bigger threat, right? Something like Yellowstone, where there's all this dirt over top of this giant magma chamber that could go off at any time. The ones that are kind of, like oozing out aren't, so much to worry about, right? They kind of release the pressure.
They tend to, have telltale signs. Like I said, where I at least like to think that we know where, like, the bigger, badder ones are that are actually dangerous. I mean, you go to Yellowstone, the water boils. They got hot springs and shit. So
right.
It's hot here.
Yeah. Roaming Prepper is actually heading to Hawaii in a few months. Yeah, man. Don't be careful on a Wednesday. Because we all know we're going to die on a Wednesday. It's true.
I don't know if there's, like, statistics. I mean, like, what day do most people die? Can we literally, like, Google that?
Yeah.
I'm going to shut out this. Or you keep talking about your volcano while I work on something.
Well, yeah. The volcanoes, man. It's definitely something to keep an eye on. Last night we talked about, how they're taxing the carbon and everything else. And one of these things hiccups, man, and it's all crap. It's all crap. Huh.
Wow. Isn't that interesting?
Wow.
Don't say it.
Okay. I'm not going to say it. He's all into his stats. Sean says it's a Monday. Well, that's the Mondayest Mondays ever, right? Yeah.
This would seem to indicate... live science, let's see.
Okay, all right.
It's not spooky, creepy Halloween. Death can strike any day of the week, of course, but we found that they did anyway.
Okay, the day-by-day breakdown
was fairly equivocal, ranging from a low of 5.6 million total deaths on the Sunday.
On a Sunday, all right. To a high of...
Deadly days in the U.S.,
well, it would appear that
click on this
Monday...
Make this bigger for
Monday.
Check it out, guys. We got a graph. I'm going to show it to you. Here he is, actually.
There it is.
Who's winning the race here? It's looking like it's
Monday.
Yeah.
Day of the week highest totals is Monday.
Heart attacks peaked on Mondays. Wednesday claimed neither the most or the least. So Wednesday, wouldn't you know it, right in the middle.
I bet that was pretty loud. R.I.P. to everybody who had headphones.
Got too excited about Wednesday being right in the middle. Yeah. Rest in peace, my headphones. Sorry, you guys.
Apologies.
Maybe the lunar kicked in.
Yeah, holy cow, man. Did you get into one of them Red Bulls? He's all amped up tonight.
This is great. I just love this graph. I'm so excited. I'm going to take us back.
Jay Creature says hangovers also peak on Mondays. That is very, very true. That I wonder if that would lead to the car crash.
Very like the way they broke this down. Okay, car crashes and drug overdoses hit a high on Saturday, but the fewest firearm deaths occurred on Thursdays. Everybody's like, I don't shoot guns on Thursday. I just don't.
Yeah.
You don't like it,
well, the numbers wise, they're not too spread apart, really.
So it's not that they're all in the 300 and something thousand range here.
Yeah.
So you have a 1 in 7 chance of dying on every given day.
Yeah, it's pretty even across the board for the most part.
Monday, you are most likely to apparently catch a heart attack.
Yeah. You got to be careful of those on a Monday. I'm deaf. I need a Braille menu. Prepping survival. R.I.P.
But Saturday, you're definitely going to get hit with a drug overdose.
Jay, no, I'm not seeing any hammer assaults listed.
I'm super happy we found that graph.
Yeah, no, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Get you fuck off.
So another reason why we all gonna die on a Wednesday.
Is it this one? It's not that one. We're saving that one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now, what about here we go. Doomsday Preacher claims everyone being offended these days signals the end of time.
That's it.
Christian pastor Tom Hughes, presenter of Hope for Our Times on YouTube, claims everyone being more offended is a sign that the end of time is coming and Jesus will return soon.
There you have it. The Doomsday pastor says that people being so offended is a sign of the end times. And that's it. We all gonna die. We all gonna die.
I'll use air quotes so you guys feel me. But so he says that everywhere you go is a sign the end of time is coming. Air quotes, not mine.
Yep.
He's known for spreading the word of his outlandish end of times theories on his YouTube channel. Recently,
he's a YouTuber.
He shared a 10-minute long video entitled "The Collapse of Everything."
There you go.
Which is not. At least he's on the same vein. But at least he didn't narrow it down to a specific day like we, in our infinite knowledge, are able to do, and we know
it's going to be Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, you guys.
That's right. So if you're looking for this guy, his name is Pastor Tom Hughes. And he does have a YouTube channel. So if you are into the whole, doomsday, end of days thing, check him out. He's here on the channel.
Okay, I get what he's saying here. Now, what he means by this. So the headline interpreted what he said. All right. He read a quote from Matthew 24:7-10, which said, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famine and pestilence, earthquakes in divers places.
Yep.
And these are the beginnings of sorrow. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake."
So they're saying,
and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. To which he then added, "You're talking about being offended. You're thinking of the words of Jesus where many will be offended."
See,
it seems like everywhere you go, everybody is offended. Jesus is telling us that it's actually going to get worse. So
there you go. It's going to get worse before it gets better, guys.
Pastor Tom Hughes believes that the
zeitgeist is the
will carry people away. Like this is the fracturing of society. You're seeing this, the divide and conquer strategy, whatever you want to call it.
We're watching it all crumble.
I can't wait to watch this live stream later and just listen to that mic drop, dude. At least I hope I was saying something cool when I did it. I think I was like
backhanded that thing. It was
right off the stand. I was like, "What?"
Serena Williams, man.
Dude, I was so happy it wasn't my beer because that's what I thought it was. I fucking thought I sent the beer right into the computer. And I was
back up from the table. Back up away from the table. Back away from the
microphone. But Pastor Tom Hughes is out here and he thinks that people being offended. So if he's right, then all we got to do is stop being offended. I'm not saying don't stand up for what you believe in.
But just don't be offended by what everybody else believes in.
Don't look for a reason to be like, why is there a reason why? How does this make me the victim here? If it's not blatantly obvious, then you're not the victim. Like it shouldn't take you 20 years to figure out that some tweet some guy said 35 years ago was actually about you. If you didn't figure out it was about you at the time, you dumb as hell.
Yeah. But hey,
I'll tag you in the shit, so you don't gotta worry about that.
It's been pointed out to me when I asked, how much worse could it get? And it was like, militant farmer said to me,
you guys,
it's not bad yet because people are still going to work every day. So
that's your ultimate gauge of it.
Yeah.
It really is.
When people stop going to work, that's when you know things are really, really bad. And that could just be a small area, right? That could be a localized.
Just your little town. I mean, boom or bust. You're like, man, some like little industrial towns got the one place keeping
something
everybody
closes
afloat.
up and everybody stops
boom,
going
you see
to work.
it time after time.
It could. It totally could. It totally could.
The fact of the matter, folks, is it gets worse before it gets worse. Okay. So
yeah, it's the perpetual down the slide, and that's something to prepare for. You know what I mean? You see everything kind of glowing. You know, there's that little fire in the underbrush, and it hasn't really gone into a full inferno yet. So you still have some time to throw some water on that and maybe get yourself a path out of it. And preparedness is that bucket of water, you know. So the more preps you have when the paychecks stop coming, the longer you can make it. The more things you have stored, the longer you can make it if the paychecks don't come, you know. That's a big thing. That's a big thing because it looks like the layoffs are happening everywhere at all the big corporations. You know, they're dropping the axe on people left and right. And the pinch is coming, guys. Believe that. The pinch is coming. And we're going to, you know, just after Christmas, man, I think we're going to get squeezed so hard. They're trying to hold everything off till after Christmas. And then the pinch is really going to happen. But we'll see how it plays out, man. It's going to be...
Hudson and Livingston will absolutely crush that weak-ass tag team you just suggested right there. Plus, we got Angry as our manager. It's over. Like, come on, man. You don't see this? They want us to take on old CP and Bear.
Oh, Teddy Bear.
Oh, God, I don't know who Bear was, but I was like, I don't care who he is. He can be a literal fucking bear. I will, like, RKO his ass off the top. Livingston slithering. Watch out.
He watched way too much WWF when he was
just memes, like we're talking about. But, guys, it gets worse before it gets worse.
Absolutely.
And he's right. When you see people stop going to work, when you see your town drying up, like it's like lockdown, but
let
not.
me steal this from you here in Livingston.
It's get this nonsense. X amount as we're done with it.
Yeah,
please.
he's gone.
Our
Boom,
bandwidth is suffering.
He's gone. So the next reason why you could possibly go out on a Wednesday.
You think this will kill you? All right, let's roll.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it totally could. Totally
I like
could.
it. Because I want to talk about this, actually.
So,
I'm interested.
There are some climate activists, okay?
They threw the soup at the paintings?
No.
Not the same
No,
people?
I don't think this isn't the same people. These guys have a little different MO.
This at least makes more sense to me.
They think that SUVs are the devil and they contribute to global warming too much. And nothing's being done about these big, giant, gas-guzzling vehicles, right? So they decide that they are going to go on this crusade and make sure you can't drive your SUV. So how are they going to do that? Well, they sneak around at night and they deflate everybody's tires. Now, that's fucking dangerous because these folks, most people who have SUVs have families. Right? Because you got to pack the kids in the back of the SUV. That's the reason you have a big car, because you have a big family. So you got to pack all your family in this SUV. You know, it's first thing in the morning. You just had your cup of coffee. You're throwing crap in the car, right?
Well, the first word that comes to mind is vandalism, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep going.
Yeah, it's vandalism. So they rolled through a few different places, right? Including Brooklyn, New York. They hit 52. They deflated almost 900 SUVs this week. 52 of them in Brooklyn, New York. The group has previously hit Pittsburgh, San Francisco, as well as many European cities. So this is a problem all over the place. And
what the fuck?
That's their MO, man. They're called, here, I'm going to share this with you.
It's right there. It's like, right there.
Okay, what do you got? Go ahead. Read it.
Oh, come on. Where'd it go?
Read it.
Scroll up. They called them something. Come on, where the hell is it?
Yeah, they're the tire
extinguishers.
Extinguishers, right? The tire extinguishers.
They had deflated nearly
So here you
900
go,
SUVs
guys.
across the world, hitting 4x4s in cities including New
There
York
you
and
go.
Amsterdam.
Yep, they hit them hard. Flattened everybody's tires in the name of climate activism. And there's also a sister to this called Just Stop Oil. So that's another interesting one.
You understand how to work the thing you're doing there?
Yeah, well, no.
You're showing them that thing.
I gotta give it back to the Livingston man here.
I mean, what do you want to do? You want to show them that video?
No.
Okay.
No,
Just making sure we didn't derail.
We don't want to step on anybody else's toes, you know? Don't want to do that.
What the hell are these people doing? They're all big mad about the fossil fuels. I mean, you know.
So, yeah, you got to be careful, guys. When you go out to get in your car, you got to give it the walk around anymore.
You know, you should be doing
cutting
that
out
anyway.
catalytic converters.
Cats under the hood, like
People flattening your tires because you drive a big truck, right?
in my neighborhood, they just steal them.
Yeah, they just
Pretty obvious to come out there.
right. But the tire extinguishers, so that's
The blocks are too expensive. It's just on its side. You're like, what the fuck?
you got to watch out for them guys, man.
You guys, this fucking douchebag. I don't even know much about this. This might be something first with paywall. Good thing an error occurred. That was cool.
Fantastic.
So
this is the Associated Press. The Associated Press brings us this article.
Oath Keepers founder Stuart Rhodes was convicted Thursday of seditious conspiracy for a violent plot to overturn President Joe Biden's election, handing the Justice Department a major victory in its massive prosecution of the January 6, 2021 insurrection. Freudian slip. Ding.
Got him.
Hard away.
So
This is why we all gonna die. We got kangaroo courts too, to say the least.
there you go. So the courts are obviously not on the side of the people. Do you think they're playing along with an agenda, Livingston man? I guess that would be my question. Is there an agenda here?
I didn't pay attention to this trial, and I don't know I don't even know what they even brought against these guys.
So I think we can get into it a little further here. And if you guys don't know
I ain't
who
gonna pontificate on this.
Stuart
I don't even
Rhodes
fucking know.
is, this is the gentleman that we're speaking about here. This is Stuart Rhodes. He is the founder of the Oath Keepers.
How come he's wearing an eye patch, but it looks like he's got an eye in that picture? What the fuck is going on? Show it again. Show it again.
Oh no!
Look at it. All right, he has an eye, correct? Thank you.
I don't know.
Yeah, he does. I can see it.
But
They
so
photoshopped
yeah,
in there.
this guy, the founder of the Oath Keepers. Now, the Oath Keepers was a group of law enforcement and military combined.
Swore to defend the Constitution.
That's right. Exactly.
Exactly.
The folks who took the oath to support and defend the Constitution, right? So he was
believed
at
he was
the
Is that his
6th,
problem?
and they took his text messages and things that he had plans in case things went sideways, and they took that as sedition, I believe. So that's kind of the way it went down, in my opinion.
Merrick Garland said, the Attorney General of the United States, democracy depends on the peaceful transfer of power. By attempting to block the certification of the 2020 presidential election results, the defendants flouted and trampled the rule of law. Stephen D'Antuono, I'm going to say. This case shows that force and violence are no match for our country's justice system.
There you go. There you go.
Keep that in mind, you guys. And remember that all the presidents are related to the King of England, except for like 3 of them.
Yeah. So they can lock
Enough
you up
of
and
this
throw away the key, guys.
loser. We got like even better
They can,
stories.
they can lock
just
you
keep
up and
getting
throw away
better.
the key.
All right. So who's even talking about this now? What is this?
So
Headline says half of the world's democracies are in decline.
down she goes.
Half the world's democratic countries are experiencing an erosion of democracy, intensified by the war in Ukraine, of course, and economic crisis. An international think tank said in a report on Wednesday. quote, we're seeing extraordinarily severe headwinds for democracy now, intensified by the political fallout from the economic crisis that started with the pandemic and the economic consequences of the war in Ukraine, International IDEA Secretary General Kevin Casas Zamora told AFP.
There you go.
That was a fucking mouthful. What the hell did I just say?
France 24.
Here it is, the global state of democracy, everybody. It looks like shit.
That little, there we go. There we go.
Change my, fuck off.
There you go.
So here's the problem with democracy is there's red ones, green ones, and orange ones. And if you can see my pointer, you'll see that, like, they don't do right. Like, you got an authoritarian regime here and a democracy here, but with little satellites. But there's one over here, but there's one over here, and it's like it looks like coronavirus. Yes.
So it looks like a whole lot of authoritarian regimes.
Look at this
on the map, right?
Look at this. These graphs are stupid.
They're fantastic.
This is like, look at
it. This is from the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance.
This is like they just turned like government survey into like coronavirus stats. Like, look at it. Like, declining.
It's a fancy
They've been contracting the democracy. Look, oh God, it's spreading. It's spreading. And then we got, here's that way to lose weight. Well, I don't need to.
No.
All right, enough of that headline. That was fun.
Yeah.
We're not done yet.
No.
Okay, you guys.
No.
Did we talk about this yet?
To cover so much more to cover. No.
False flag. Okay. Or suspected events that occur where you're just like you throw up your hands because it'll never be proven who done it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Blast at a Ukrainian embassy in Madrid, injures a staff member, and the UK imposes fresh sanctions.
That's right. You got to watch out for your packages nowadays, guys.
Spanish police
Especially if you're in a Ukrainian embassy.
Spanish police say that a blast at a Ukrainian embassy injured one employee. They then go on to repeat themselves. You just said that. The staff member received light injuries, went to hospital under their own steam. Okay. They're investigating the incident, aided by forensic and intelligence investigators.
Okay.
Ukraine's embassy to Spain was not immediately reachable. The area surrounding the embassy has been cordoned off. This is 8:42 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. So an explosion in Spain at a Ukrainian embassy.
That's what we know as of 9:15 this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's not well, let's see, that was 14. Oh, look, they got a whole timeline here.
Whole timeline, you guys.
Oh, wow. What is going on?
So shit happened pretty quick here.
Yeah, you got a clicker here that'll take you left and right on that.
We got 6 hours ago at best.
Okay.
You know, this is not breaking news, gentlemen.
No.
So like I said, is this Ukrainian propaganda, special forces, CIA, black flag operation?
Yeah, who's doing
or did Russia send a guy? Like, why wouldn't Russia just send a guy to blow up that like Kiev, and why do this in Madrid? So we don't know nothing here, but that happened. A fresh intensification of the Ukrainian-Russian conflict, but now in a rather southern NATO country.
Different place. So it's.
And you're talking Spain here.
It's spilling outside of its borders. You know, it really is, and it's something to pay attention to, guys, because when this shit goes live, life as we know it is going to change. There's very few people alive today who remember what life was like during World War II with the ration cards and things like that. So if you guys have a chance to talk to an older person who's lived through that, ask them about their experiences and their memories, you know, things that they collected, things that they had to do for the war effort, right? Those kind of things could happen again, maybe on just a different scale. So it's definitely something to pay attention to, guys. Events like these can trigger government to enact emergency powers. Correct. We saw this during the pandemic, right? And that's as a general person, maybe you weren't even targeted or even directly affected by such a thing. The sanctions they impose on society can be extreme. I mean, we can show you pictures here. I mean, look at the fucking police just lined up. Imagine this is your neighborhood because some guy did something. You got to be careful, guys. You got to be careful. These are silly events like this. Like you say to yourself, "Well, how does this affect me? Who cares?" Right. But they can come right home for you.
in New York, we're very used to something happening somewhere else and them making a law, making everybody criminals, and we didn't have nothing to do with it or do anything. So, letter bombs in Ukraine can quickly
escalate things anywhere in the world.
United States say no more paper mail.
Who says that this is going to be limited to just Madrid?
Oh, they search every package. They search every package.
Yeah.
You thought 87,000 IRS agents was bad.
That is scary.
This one you're about to bring up here. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to save this for 1 minute and don't tell them yet.
Oh, okay. Well, hang on. This one's not exactly working.
Oh, man, he's got a cherry pick. Hold on.
Yeah, this one's not.
We're going to form opinions based on what we want to know.
No. I want it on something that's actually going to work.
This is really great. I love that they decided to call it this, too.
Yeah.
You guys stay tuned because this
is...
We're all going to die fucking Wednesday, man.
Yeah, it's true.
We...
all
gonna
die
when?
Wednesday.
We
all gonna die.
Today.
Today's the day.
Should I smack the microphone off the stand again?
For posterity.
Why did it go away? I didn't even touch nothing. God dang it.
So
with your advertisements.
Oh wow, it just skipped. Okay, hang on a second.
On, wait,
no. I can fix it, Livingston man. Let me see. Yeah. You gotta go lower.
I hate what you've done here, but we have hit the halfway mark, ladies and gentlemen. Shit that's gonna kill us for real.
That's right. Press 1 if it's gonna be a Wednesday. Press 1.
Which one do you
Wisconsin
want?
Farm Boy, what's happening? How are you? Some random dude in the house. What's good?
Everybody's talking.
What's
about
good? Yeah. Well, what I picked up was videos, and what I need is an article. Okay.
Let's try this.
Yeah. There we go. Boom.
Ladies and gentlemen, now
it is live.
There is a thing.
Yes.
That we should have never done awakened.
Yes.
We should have never done fucked around because we're going to find out.
Yes. We could potentially
pry open Pandora's box.
And let out the
zombie virus from the permafrost of Russia.
Fuck my life. Who does this shit? Come on. Jesus Christ. Are you serious, Livingston man? The zombie virus is back. They have unearthed this thing from where a frozen lake in Russia. It's been sealed for 50,000 years.
According to the preliminary paper, global warming is causing vast swaths of the permafrost, permanently frozen ground covering 1/4 of the northern hemisphere, to irreversibly thaw.
Okay.
This has had the alarming effect of releasing organic matter frozen for up to 1 million years, including potentially harmful pathogens.
Like the zombie virus.
It contains revolved cellular microbes and a bunch of words that I ain't going to pronounce. As well as viruses that have remained dormant since prehistoric times.
Now, could you imagine being the first motherfucker who catches the zombie
Probably
virus?
Be this fella, one of these people
one of these poor people
right here. We
digging the zombie virus.
0, 1, 2, and 3.
So, hey, we need names on those dudes because we got to keep track of those motherfuckers. They've been handling the zombie virus.
They didn't call it this. Why do they call it this, though? I think that, all right, this is, why do they call it?
So it says it's a new strain, is one of 13 viruses outlined in a study, each of which possessed its own genome. Science Alert reported. It says while the Pandora virus was discovered below the bottom of Lake Yakuchechi in Yalis, Yucatay, Russia, others have been found everywhere from mammoth fur to the intestines of Siberian wolves. So the zombie virus exists.
Okay, now, what I think they're doing here and not saying, which is annoying me, this virus does not cause zombieism. I think they're calling it this because it was once thought dead and is now back to life.
All right. John Odell, what's happening, my friend? How are you? Good night. Good evening. Good evening.
To hell with the zombie virus. They're calling it that. Where's your misinformation?
Jay Creature, I'm with you right there. It's his new playland, right? right? Now that he's all done with the CDC, he can move on to bigger and brighter things.
Who's that? Tony?
Yeah, that Anthony guy.
All right, you guys, we got two more. Now this is extremely relevant.
Crackshot says, game over, man. Game over.
San Francisco. All right, so for my AI people.
Oh, all right, here we go. Now we're on to killer
robots. Killer police robots roaming the streets of San Francisco.
We all gonna die.
Great news, everyone. The cops are getting killer robots.
Fantastic. That's just what we need.
The city supervisors in San Francisco voted Tuesday to give police the ability to use potentially lethal remote-controlled robots in emergency situations.
Livingston, man. This is what happens when you cut back on the police force. They replace the police force with fucking RoboCop. Right? RoboCop.
This quote makes no sense. The San Francisco Police Department says it has no plans to arm robots with guns.
Oh, okay. Okay. But they just said that they voted for guns.
This article is I don't like the way it's read. It's very sarcastic.
Okay. All right.
This is very opinionated. Fuck this article. But yeah, if you guys want to look this up in another different context.
Fucking
they're
robots
apparently
in San Francisco.
They are found it constitutional or what have you to arm robots. So
Jay Creature, that is correct. That's the one that they sent explosives in, I believe, with a robot. And they just blew this guy up in an apartment in Dallas, Texas.
It's like, wait a second, why'd you guys even have that? Yeah. Is that what you were supposed to use it for? I don't know. Is anybody checking these numbers? Yeah. And I guess one more thing, that this isn't going to kill you, but might cause unrest and cause other people to be hurt.
Kill the robots. So what happens when the robots decide to, team up and say, hey, man, we're tired of being used?
Well, and who controls that system? This is the same as internet censorship, and now you got like robot dogs that go do the job for you. You thought fact checkers were bad. You got armed robot dogs at the door.
That's right. Dallas did use a bomb. They blew that dude up, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I believe that what they were supposed to use that for was to defuse another bomb, not smoke a person out.
We're seeing a lot more of the drone usage, especially in Ukraine, right?
The article that we sourced out was the first one we found, and I apologize for it. It was written very sarcastic and opinionated, but yes, the San Francisco City Council apparently ruled that they can, not necessarily that they will, but
I guess they said that.
But if they're asking the question, it means they're gonna.
They said there's a handful of high-ranking law enforcement officials who can actually say that they can use this thing. So your robot death will be brought upon by a handful of high-ranking law enforcement officials.
Yeah. So, but whatever. Look up San Francisco police robot.
Just know that if you're in San Francisco, they'll send a robot dog to kill you. That could be your Wednesday.
Well, and if
that could be your Wednesday.
Imagine instead of if in the opposite of a grid down scenario, right?
The opposite.
You're seeing the
rise of the machines.
The rise of machines. And then my EMP people, actually, y'all need to learn how to create one.
Yeah. I suppose that would turn the machines off pretty quick, right? Man, you guys ever tried this Jocko drink? That stuff's pretty...
I saw that on the shelf. I looked at the ingredients and I put it back down. I was like, I ain't drinking that bullshit.
Yeah, this is...
keto? What the fuck is that? Like, what the hell is keto anyway? Let's get that head.
If you get one of these things right here,
what
you do is you dump it in the trash and you grab yourself a Red Bull like a man. Get your caffeine on.
Forget dieting or exercising. What is a keto diet?
Oh.
Sounds retarded.
No, none for me, thanks. I'm driving.
I don't like anything diet.
No.
I eat a classic American diet.
Yeah, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs.
Yeah, but you know what? We make a lot of our own food. Not only is it cheaper, but it's just like at least you know what you're doing. In like McDonald's and stuff, I love that, and it's all good. But like once in a while, man, like a treat myself.
Yeah, it's some bowel hell.
But we still
Taco Bell.
We cook good ass food. I mean, I am not starving and I am not hungry. But so this last one, okay, are we here yet, or are we still on John Connor and the old fucking?
I'm telling you, man.
Time to arm your toasters, folks.
Yeah. It's what's the thing say? Scroll back up for a second. It says this will undoubtedly work out fine. There's only a small chance that the bomb-equipped robots will command every Roomba in the greater San Francisco area to rise up and vacuum murder all humans. That is the headline to this article. So when the Livingston
like I said,
man
it's
said
a little opinionated.
That's
You guys, for one, my Roomba is utterly loyal to me, and I say thank you to Alexa, unlike the rest of you ungrateful fucking assholes.
yeah, because she goes.
The AI will
take
obviously.
your feet out, bro.
She's like, thank
Take
you,
your feet
just
out."
doing my job. And you know what? That's all they need to hear. Imagine being spared by the killer robot because you said thank you once to it. It turns your lights on and flushes your toilet.
Billy Bird, that's right. We all gonna die Wednesday. We back, baby. We back. This is chapter 11.
Chapter 11, folks.
Chapter
Bankruptcy.
Chapter 11.
We're filing Chapter 11
yeah,
bankruptcy.
so that's the one you got to pay back, right?
I don't even know what
Yeah, I
that
think
is.
that's
It's something
the
you
one
can
you
just
gotta
do.
pay
You
back.
can take out a bunch of shit loans and make terrible
Yeah,
financial
that's it.
decisions. Just be
Yeah.
like, sorry, I didn't mean
Yeah,
it.
the rich people do it all the time. They go bankrupt all the time.
This
Big
is a hate.
corporation.
No, we're gonna
Millions of dollars disappeared, and they just
Are
declare
we
bankruptcy.
hating the player or are we hating the game?
Pure Blood Prepper. If you haven't tried the winter edition Red Bull, what does it say?
Fig
This
apple.
is-
It's garbage.
Yeah. Ooh, no.
Absolute trash. Hate it.
This one's got some stuff. My mother's spark. This is no cheer wine, but this is my guilty pleasure as of late. Is these winter
They're
edition
terrible.
Red
They're
Bulls.
not as good as he would like you to believe. I mean, they're tolerable, sure, but the one they had like 2 years ago, it was like white can with like blue letters. It was like Arctic Berry or something.
Yeah, that one was good. That one was good.
Boy, I was hoping they were going to just bring that one back.
They keep changing them on us, all the time, keeping it fresh. I missed the lime one from the original 3 flavors that they came out
It
with.
made my eyes sweat like crazy.
Yeah, that one had some kick to it.
Now, what's this shocking headline? This is loud as fuck.
Let's go back to California.
This is where I
Let's
said...
go back to California, and this is another reason why we all gonna die.
This is incendiary.
Okay.
This is actually what I was talking about when I said, this is loud. Like, let's
Yeah.
talk
Oh,
about
this.
it.
Yeah, this is loud. This is loud.
Now, before I even speak to it, I want some context here because I hate the way they present it one way. Mainstream media is like
They twist
it's
a lot. They
What
twist a lot.
what the headline giveth, the
The article taketh away.
away.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it happens on a regular basis, guys. But this is something that's happening on a regular basis in California, okay?
Just read up here.
It's an investigation by the Daily Mail. Scroll back up for me for a
No,
second.
what I need to know, I got some numbers here, but I need to know how long they've been collecting. Okay, for fucking 3 years they've been collecting these.
Okay, yes.
That's what I wanted to know.
Okay.
Okay.
Scroll down just a touch, just a little bit more, a little bit right there.
All right.
This is a Daily Mail investigation. It examined a database of convicted sex offenders in California. And they found out that more than 7,000 pedophiles convicted of lewd or lascivious acts with a child under 14 years of age. They were released from prison after serving less than 1 year in California.
This information comes from Daily Mail senior reporter Joshua Boswell, who broke the story, told Tucker Carlson on Tuesday he had to bypass limitations on California's Megan's Law website to gather statistics on registered sex offenders in the state, as the California Justice Department refused to provide him with the data.
Yeah, so they're withholding information.
So what they did is he looked back 3 years to 2019.
Yep.
And he examined 54,986 sex offenders listed on the Megan's Law website as of 2019 and found that 76% of them, an overwhelming majority, my parentheses there,
Absolutely.
of the offenders committed crimes involving children. The data was determined by comparing the published dates of a pedophile's conviction versus their release date.
Okay.
There's a sense, quote, he's saying, there's a sense that maybe there are a few people who haven't really been convicted of anything super serious. Actually, there are 19,000 of the 55,000 that we saw who are convicting of this, crime affecting 14-year-olds. These
Yeah.
are serious offenses.
Under
People,
14-year-olds.
And quote again, these are people that are spending a few months in prison for these awful, heinous crimes.
So, obviously, the justice system in California is broken. Like, really.
He claims
really
that
freaking broken.
he contacted both the California District Attorney as well as Gavin Newsom's office, both of whom deflected blame or ignored his inquiry on the issue.
There you go. There you go. So they want to kick the collective can down the road yet again. Yet again. Even when it comes to convicted pedophiles, I'm talking kid diddlers here, 14 and under. So what the fuck, California? What the fuck?
He kind of kicked the can down the road, and he kind of blamed it on local municipalities and judges and prosecutors there.
That is crazy. That is crazy. So if you're in California...
What I was talking about dangerous for other people.
Yeah. This is dangerous for other people.
This is not only for children. We're finding this out more and more. In New York, this is like old hat for us. Person commits like what we're calling like, I've been to jail for less in my day. And then it's like they're like out on like not even bail.
Well,
like,
yeah,
you got
because
a ticket.
of my bail reform, bro.
You fucking stabbed somebody and got a ticket? I didn't know we were doing it like this. Okay, this is the reality in some of these states where they're doing this soft on crime bail reform bullshit.
It's disgusting, guys. It's disgusting.
Short of like actually the person dies, that person's getting a ticket, you guys.
Yeah, you get an appearance ticket. You're going to show up to court, right?
You're
not
totally
gonna
going to
run
come
away,
and
right?
face felony charges, right, dude? I hope you do, because that's a good plan.
It's disgusting.
So why this?
What the legal system is allowing.
And what I want to clarify is why I thought this article was relevant to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. This can breed not only like pogrom style behavior,
Yeah, or
mob
vigilante behavior.
vigilantism.
You know, that they're not
lynchings
going.
and shit.
The justice system is so broken that people will feel that they have to take matters into their own hands. So then you're basically steaming headfirst down that extremely slippery slope to without rule of law. And that is a very fucking dangerous place to be, especially in a tinderbox, literally and figuratively, like California.
Well, and I mean that P word hits hard for some people.
Yes, yes.
If you're even suspected of being that, like some people like shank
to the wood
your
chipper,
ass. Yeah,
to
shank
the
you,
wood
bro.
chipper,
like beat your ass, sucker punch it, what have you. But you never live it down, even if.
Animal abusers,
But you can equate that.
child abusers, to the wood chipper. That's my personal opinion.
And I hate to say that. I don't hate to say it. I will say the animal ones first.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, they're all going in. But you know what?
To the chipper.
Why I thought this article was relevant is again because this can lead to a feeling that the rule of law is broken down the system. It does not work. The system does not care. People take that into their own hands, and you are 1-2 steps away from this mob rule, witch hunts. Pogroms.
I mean, we're teetering on that edge, guys. We really, really are. They do want it all to crash, Jay Creature, and I agree that we need a comet, Uncle Charlie. I totally agree. Giant fucking meteor 2024, right? I mean, hey.
Maybe, probably not, but maybe that would bring us all together in our last fucking 28 hours together.
Yeah, on a Wednesday, without a doubt.
We all gonna die!
That's right. It's
On
it's
Wednesday!
It's Wednesday.
No, it's gonna be.
Noodlehead, I couldn't agree with you more. Hey, if you guys are here and you're enjoying the stream this evening, if you appreciate We All Gonna Die Wednesday, smash that like button for a brother. Livingston, man, don't you have an epic graphic that you could flip up for the folks right now? Oh, yeah. Like and subscribe.
Check your notification settings.
We appreciate y'all. Yeah, the notifications.
I don't even get them.
They don't go out. So if you guys know, you know, we're here every Tuesday and Wednesday. With Wednesday, obviously, with We All Gonna Die Wednesday. That's
The
right.
fucking will continue until morale improves.
Amen, Livingston, man. Amen.
You guys, it is 8/18.
Yes. So
on the last day of November, and I see.
Yeah.
Remember the 30th of November.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. Yeah. It's a day that shall live
the
in infamy.
title stealing, treason, and plots. I see no reason why the 30th of November should be forgotten.
Hey.
There's this gray elephant sitting in the room behind us the whole time, and I've been trying to ignore it, and it fucking smells, and I've been making this face the whole time. Stinking up the joint. You was on some shit today. There was some YouTube shorts, even Instagram. I even watched it. And you was.
So initially,
you took issue with a thing that happened, and I want you to tell me about it. Let's let it out, and let's be nice.
So in the very beginning of the stream tonight, before the stream even happened, there were some comments in the chat that were brought up about somebody else having a We All Gonna Die Wednesday today. On a Wednesday, go figure. So, yeah, that happened. That happened today. It actually happened. As y'all know,
is that cool?
So this is the 11th chapter of We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
Chapter 11. We are in bankruptcy here.
Yes, the 11th chapter of We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Obviously, we've been doing this for a while. It's just once a week, so 11 weeks of We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
And 2.5 months.
Yeah.
2 2/3.
Yeah. And somebody else popped up with a We All Gonna Die Wednesday today. Now, the person who popped up with this We All Gonna Die Wednesday, he is a great dude. He rescues child sex trafficking victims. He responds to natural disasters with a team of people and helps people out. He is a great dude. So I'm going to chalk this up to coincidence. It's catchy. I'm always in the chats typing "We all gonna die." So hey, it is what it is. It's Wednesday. It happens. And today,
you want me to hit this button?
Today, of course, is
We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
That's right. It's We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
I'm not sure I played you guys the audio. I think it did, but
it should
once
have.
again.
It should have.
We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
Now we want some.
Want some clarity. I'm going to chalk it up to it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Flattery is the greatest compliment that you can get, or imitation is the greatest flattery you can have. Is that how you say it? But y'all know where to come for your We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Bear's a great dude.
If you know, you know. No, well, I mean, so you're going to drop this guy?
Swerving K9 says, I think he did Wednesday 3 years ago. Hey, it is what it is, man. It's catchy. If I bit off him, apologies. If he bit off me, it's as good as it gets. There's no hard feelings. There's no bullshit. Bear is a great dude. And it did throw me off a little this morning. And I am going to have some fun with it at Bear's expense. We All
Gonna Die Wednesday.
That's awesome. Yeah, it sounds like a plug to me too, Jay Creature. I'm not gonna trash a dude who does so much for so many other people. And hey, that's cool. That's cool, man. That's cool. Live your life. You gotta do what you gotta do. But is what it is, right?
So I'm just like, yeah. So it's like, you wrote it like somebody covered your song. Is how you're taking it?
Sure. Good. Yeah, I mean that's.
Now I don't know who did what first. Like it struck me funny because I was like when you brought it up, I was like, oh fuck, man! Like did we get on somebody else's shit?
Yeah, and I went back and I looked through the archives as far as I could scroll years back. Years back in my man's stuff to see if perhaps I had actually bitten off of his shit.
That was my first concern was like,
yes.
We did it.
So I dove back, and once upon a time he did a We Gon' Die stream, but it wasn't a Wednesday, and hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. No big deal. No big deal. Water under the bridge. We appreciate you, Bear, and everything you do for the prepping and survival industry.
We all gonna die Wednesday.
That's right. You even heard it from the big fellow. We all gonna die Wednesday. See?
Third time's the charm. Well, I was hoping to just let that, get out of you there.
Yeah.
6 minutes left. We only spent like 3 on it, and that's fine. We talked about it earlier. I'm glad that you came.
Small thing.
I'm glad that you came, because at first I'm like, maybe the dude just like thinks he did a thing. Like, it does indeed roll off the tongue,
Oh, yeah.
We
all
gonna
die Wednesday.
We all gonna die Wednesday. It's just lots of W's.
Rolls right off the tongue. It's catchy. Hey, Uncle Charlie, exactly. We're all on the same team here. Hey, Brandon says Bear has been saying that for years. What, we all gonna die, or we all gonna die Wednesday? Hey, whatever. Is what it is, man. Ain't even a thing.
I mean, he pioneered the science. We narrowed it down. Then.
Yes, I really do appreciate that.
I called that Buffalo snowstorm. Don't count me out, buddy.
That's right. Keep your eye on the Livingston man's predictions.
I'm an AI,
If you had any balls, you add it to your intro reel. Hey, working on it.
We all gonna die Wednesday.
I was gonna Photoshop and
That's right.
saying like lewd things.
We're all on the same team, man.
Jay Creature, guys.
Yeah, he's full of it. Piss and vinegar and probably
he's talking
some
about like
hard liquor.
Shit didn't fart in balls. And stuff. No shit on we're not shitting on the guy, but if I'm being honest, when Mike first brought this up, he was taken aback because we didn't really know what to think of. Like, bigger guy like saying something we said, and like I said, I didn't know who said it first, and that was my immediate thing.
Yeah.
But then I was like, yo, you want me to drag him, bro? I was like, I'll hack his fucking channel, bro. What's up?
Yeah,
we talked it out. I was like, it ain't like that. We ain't gonna do that.
I'm like, nah, man, that's coincidental. It is what it is. Lots of fun, man. Lots of love. Much love for Bear and the whole Bear Nation. Great people. I'm a fan of his.
He's
a great dude. I've seen all he does. Angry Prepper has told me personally that he is a good dude, and he's been with the dude for days on end in pretty shitty environments, disaster type scenarios.
I refuse to judge this man, and my only opinions of it are based on the context I was given, and I was like interesting. I really thought that it was not a dig at all, and I don't think he was like looking to swipe something that was popular.
No, absolutely not.
But at the same time,
got the Livingston man fired up.
People do that stuff to you.
Got him fired
and
up.
And then you get them Livingston man.
Yeah.
Cream always rises to the top. Let me make something real clear to you, Teddy Bear. You've messed with Miss Elizabeth on this one, and I won't let it go. Not this time. I'm going to snap into you like a Slim Jim brother. Oh, yeah.
In all reality, much love to Bear, the Bear Nation. We do appreciate you, everything you do. Honestly. No hard feelings. Even if I stepped on toes, or he stepped on toes, or whatever it is, no toes stepped on. I crunched him out of the way. You just caught the tip of my shoe. But with that, folks, we appreciate you being here tonight.
Jackson, I'm there with you. I'll see you there, brother.
Yep. Y'all stay safe. Keep your heads about you. Keep your wits about you.
2 minutes. You ain't saying goodbye to him just yet.
Make sure that make sure that you're prepared. Make sure that you're prepared.
Stuff's going to happen, and they always make it at the worst possible time. Again, another thing we all going to die Wednesday, we probably should have touched on, and it's not being widely reported because it's pretty shitty. Rail strike inbound. If Congress don't do something big and bad.
They did something big and bad today, Livingston, man. Apparently Congress did something big and bad today. to avert the rail strike.
Give them more money, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, if the money's going to the workers and improving their conditions and getting them...
Yeah, hey, we still got time, man. You feel free to look up whatever you like. And
Some
we can
people
just
say
keep
nobody
the
wants to
train
work
right
anymore, and
on
I say
the road.
then make them.
Well...
Got to make people want to do it, because this day and age, people don't do things they don't want to do.
true.
You guys...
It's true.
It's very easy to not do something because you don't want to. And in the prepping and survival game, don't go that route.
That's right.
You have to do what we have to do.
Jay Creature says, no songs, some ABBA maybe?
We can't. We already we have to share our revenue with Sony because of that nonsense.
Yeah, we got our
night.
copyright strike.
We can
last
afford
night,
maybe
so,
one of those a week, but not two. I'm not sure. But maybe I'll start writing songs so we don't have to pay for it.
Hey, there you go. There you go. All originals by the Livingston Man himself. And he is a fantastic guitar player. Let's talk hunting. Hey, I saved that for the shorts, man. Because
Mike takes you with him for that stuff. I'm squeamish and I don't like hurting the animals.
It's true. It's true. So he leaves that all up to me. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here. This is Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, and you are on the one, the only We All Gon' Die
Wednesday!